Matisse? How do you say your name?
Call me Matt. You
Matt,
can go with
how
Matt,
are
Matt.
you?
Yeah. What's up, guys? I'm good. How are
what's
you?
on? Good, man. How are you?
Perfect. Thank you.
Where are
Thank you.
you?
Thank you. Thank you. Slovenia, Europe.
Awesome, man.
I do
Beautiful.
virtual. Yeah, I do virtual wholesaling. I'm in El Paso market.
What
But
market?
El Paso, Texas.
Oh, that's a tough one, man. All right.
It's tough one. I love it.
It seems like a tougher one. All right.
I don't know. I don't know
No,
anything
I
about
love it. I just love it. I just love this market, guys. So
it.
my question is, I'm looking for the buyer for the hotel,
Okay.
and yeah, this is my question.
What kind of hotel are we talking?
So it's a hotel. It's not located in El Paso. It's located in
Don't tell me
Florida.
where. Please don't. I don't want, there's too many people watching this.
Okay.
So I don't want you say a city. Someone will look it up and try to steal your deal.
Okay,
So
go on. Sorry.
I just don't want to get stolen, but it's in Texas.
It's in Florida.
Okay. Perfect. All right.
So do you? My question is like it's a big deal. How can I find a buyer for this?
So is it like what would the ARV be closer towards it? Like, are we talking like a million,
How many?
50 million?
How many rooms start
Like,
there, roughly?
150.
okay, so this
We are
that's definitely hedge fund territory.
It's a hedge fund territory.
That's definitely hedge fund territory.
That's big boy stuff.
I would.
What?
It's
What are
big boy
they?
stuff.
Are you still talking to him now, or do you have it under contract?
Yeah, it is under the contract.
Ooh.
Okay. What would the cash buyer price you've calculated on this be roughly?
Excuse me.
What would the price you'd look to sell it to a cash buyer?
23.
23
Yeah.
million?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's hedge fund territory. So honestly, what you got to be doing is it's a lot of work, but I would just be calling hedge funds and then companies that are having. I mean, you could get to REITs, but I think hedge funds are going to be the easiest for you just to get a hold of somebody.
Is it a flagship hotel, or is it like a? I don't. I'm not looking for a name, but it's like, is it a recognizable? It's up. Is it a high grade, or is it kind of like in like the C area? It's like kind of like a. It's not like a motel. It's like 150 rooms is significant.
No, it's not a motel. It's I will say it's a B class hotel.
Okay. You gotta get a hedge fund, man. Like, for example, like Cardone Capital type person. Now they're doing residential, but like those kind of bigger hedge funds that are like eating those things up at like extremely high valuations. That's where I'd be going after. Is it currently operational or is it vacant?
It's operational.
All right, that's easy, man. You got all the numbers for it from the owner?
Yeah.
So you find that hedge fund, you show those numbers. It's easy, man.
Hey Matt, how did you find this deal? Just so like everybody likes to learn.
So I have one guy. So I have one guy, which one is calling Florida. We were starting, learning virtual wholesaling by ourselves. So he got this deal under the contract. So we are working to find a buyer for the deal.
Yeah, dude. That's awesome. You get a hedge fund, and if you have the numbers, you can send to them. If the numbers work at the cap rate, which a lot of them are, especially in Florida, you're good to go.
They're hard to find in Florida, buddy.
Hedge funds are good, man.
Where to find the hedge funds? How can you get access to the hedge funds?
Yeah. So do you have PropStream?
I don't.
Okay, no big deal. So honestly, what you can do is either use PropStream, which you probably don't here. I'd be looking at the cash sales if you can pull them from public records of large hotel units, and then find those type of hedge funds. So specifically, for example, I'll go here.
There's only going to be a few qualified buyers that can drop that kind of number, and it's not going to be like your regular everyday buyer. Like it's not going to happen with that.
So you have to go look at what you're mostly going to have to do is look at larger multifamily units in city or zip code. Please do not tell me because I do not need you to get this deal stolen, but find zip code or city and then look at the owners of other hotels, and then look at the owners of large multifamily units of at least $15 to $20 million. And then what I want you to do is look up the cash sales on maybe on like LoopNet on there. And then if you actually go and look at the owners of them, so one of them, for example, you might find a $10 million hotel in that zip code, and it'll be like JLM Holdings in Miami Beach. What you do there is you cold call, like you just search up JLM Holdings. They usually have a call rep there. And hey, can I talk to your acquisitions department? And then you kind of have that conversation there. I have some videos on there where I was like live cold calling them, but you just ask to talk to the acquisitions department. You get an acquisitions manager. It's pretty much cake from there.
But sorry, Zach. Is the process the same, like a wholesale house or not?
Yep,
it is. They're just they're more advanced.
Yeah,
so
it's more. I mean,
here's what they're all going to want to know what the NOI is. You know what that is?
Yeah, net operating income.
Yeah, that and the cap rate, and they're going to use that as a basic qualifier before if it passes their snuff test, they'll entertain it. If it doesn't, they'll say, listen, we're not, unless you get a better price, we're not interested. So, because remember, all hedge funds, big buyers, when you start to get into like the 5 million plus, it's all business, dude. Like there's no like personal drama. It's all about numbers and
exactly.
And remember, when you call one person, hopefully that might be the right person, but you start connecting the dots and you go, hey, you might want to call this guy or this gal. They run this fund.
Exactly.
And they were looking for something in Florida. But you just got to be relentless on the phone calls and just there's always a buyer for everything. Yeah. Everything in life. It doesn't matter what it is.
Exactly.
So you just got to find them. It's a little bit, because it's there's only a certain percentage of companies or people that can buy that type of asset.
And some hedge funds only want residential. Some only want single family. So I would start looking at all the hotels in that city, county, or zip code and finding the owners. Obviously, most of them are going to be like, Hilton Hotel, Marriott, but like you're going to find some like whatever funding LLC, like something. And then you're going to have to cold call and then find all the multifamily units. What I've done too is I've actually gone to the, so you can go to the you just look up hotels in the area. That's easy too. But what I've also done is I've gone to like apartments.com and found like the residential units for rent. It'll be like, Canyon Lakes or something, and it's like a rental community. Then you call the property manager and, hey, who's the owner? Oh, the owner is blah, 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 blah. Here's their phone number. And then you cold call that. There's so many ways to do absolutely for free too. You're going to have a lot of calls, man, because you're going to call about 50 of them. 4 are going to want it.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You already know what to do, man. If you're able to lock this thing up, you're way smart enough to get this thing sold.
Yeah, you'll be flying high. You'll definitely have to come over to the States and celebrate. So you don't have to come here, but like you got to do some sort of celebration. So that's awesome, man. Like that's really taking some bold action there. So it's just you have to work a little bit harder for the buyer, but when you find them, your potential profits through the roof. So
exactly.
So I will tell you, when it comes, they're very harsh negotiators. Like they will press you.
Yeah, that's why you
constantly threaten you. So just understand it's part of the process. Whereas regular buyers, cash buyers, they're pretty simple. Like, okay, I'll take it.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
You got it.
Thank you, guys. One more question, if I can.
Shoot.
Thank you. About the comping in the Texas, right? Is the prop stream relevant for the doing the comps, or is MLS the best? MLS success the best way?
MLS is going to be the best one.
Okay.
You can use like Zach data or like batch. They're good too. So
okay.
MLS is number 1. Use like PropStream or batch. Try the free trial and just see which one like looks best. But like for Texas, that'd be the best one.
PropStream or batch.
Get a free trial for both. See which one you like better.
Please. Thank you very much.
Pick apples and oranges. It's kind of the same.
They're gonna get the same results.
Yeah, it's
okay.
All right.
Talk to you
soon.
Have
a good one, man. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Let us know how it works out.
Thanks.